Number 10. Thailand. This country had some serious terrorist attacks from the last few years. Since 2004, there have been almost daily attacks in the far south of the country, including arson, bombings and shootings. Gang wars are quite common. Kidnappings, murders, robberies and theft are also committed at large. Jemaah Islamiah is a Southeast Asian militant Islamist terrorist group which is currently responsible for spreading terrorism in Thailand and Southeast Asia. Number 9. Honduras. According to a report, Honduras had a murder rate of 86.5 per 100,000 people in 2011, 85.5 per 100,000 people in 2012, and 79 murders per 100,000 people for 2013. However, the government reported that the rate had fallen to 66.4 per 100,000 as of December 31, 2014. Armed robberies, home invasions, extortion, murders, rapes are some of the deadly crime committed over there. Apart from these crimes, the road conditions in Honduras are extremely poor, for which drivers are expected to make extra effort in their driving so as to avoid any mishap. Number 8. El Salvador. Another nation from Central America makes to this list. The gang wars are the prime reasons. The current murder rate in El Salvador is among the highest in the world, an annual rate of 103.1 murders per 100,000 citizens for 2015. Some of the common crimes committed in El Salvador are murders, rapes, kidnappings, carjacking, muggings, beatings, extortion, drug trafficking and arms deals. Number 7. Guatemala. This is another country after Venezuela which is into this list not because of terrorism but because of local crime rates. It has one of the highest violent crime rates in Central America, and the cases reported by many tourists included assault, theft, armed robbery, carjacking, rape, sexual assault, kidnapping, and murder. Number 6. Egypt. The birth of terrorism in Egypt started way back from 1990 when the Islamist movement Jemaah Islamiah targeted high-level political leaders and killed hundreds in its pursuit of implementing traditional Sharia law in Egypt. According to the Egyptian government, over 700 soldiers, police, and civilians have been killed in terrorist attacks since the 2011 uprising. Number 5. Venezuela. The presence of terrorism in Venezuela is not that high. However, it is the high-intensity protests against Nicolas Maduro's government and the tough crackdown on those protesting against him that is leading the country to such a bad light on international platform. Venezuela has been accused of cozying up to terror groups such as Hezbollah, ETA, Basque separatists, and the FARC and even Al-Qaeda. Number 4. Pakistan. There are enormous reasons for Pakistan being placed at this rank. Terror organizations like Al-Qaeda, Mujahideen, Lashkar-e-Toiba, LED, and Jaish-e-Mohammed Mujahideen are some of root cause of terrorism. The annual death toll from terrorist attacks has risen from 164 in 2003 to 3,318 in 2009, with a total of 35,000 Pakistanis killed between September 11, 2001 and May 2011. Number 3. Yemen. One of the deadliest terror organization, Al-Qaeda, is the root cause of terrorism in Yemen. The group has targeted local, U.S., and Western interests in the Arabian Peninsula. They performed severe high-intensity attacks like Lemberg attack, Civil Aviation and Meteorological Authority and helicopter attacks, Jaiba attacks and the infamous U.S. Embassy attack in Sana'a where almost 20 people were killed, 6 militants, 6 policemen and 7 civilians. Number 2. Colombia. The quest for power in order to increase influence in the Colombian territory is one of the reasons why various organizations are fighting against each other. This low-intensity asymmetric war between the Colombian government, paramilitary groups, crime syndicates, and left-wing guerrillas such as the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, FARC, and the National Liberation Army, ELN, is ruining the economic and cultural development of its country. Number 1. Nigeria. The tension prevailing over Nigeria due to the presence of Boko Haram is certainly one of the prime reasons for it being in the top of this list. The word Boko Haram highlights the word haram, which means forbidden, for people of its state, majority Muslims, to participate in any political or social activity associated or influenced by Western society. This includes voting in elections, wearing shirts and trousers, or receiving a secular education.